What's up, Ragin Nation? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching my review for Transformers Prime Episode 3 Darkness Rising Part 3. If you don't already know, I've been reviewing the episodes, so far Episode 1 and Episode 2 of Transformers Prime, and I'm just here to provide my opinion about it and just recapping all the events that take place in the episodes. As I mentioned in the first two reviews, Transformers Prime really borrows a lot of inspiration from the live-action movies. Remember in Revenge of the Fallen, they had the kitchen bots when the Allspark gets in touch with them, and then they create, evil Decepticons out of these kitchen appliances. Well, in Transformers Prime, they have their own version of that. Instead of the Allspark, it's Dark Energon, and when Dark Energon touches this small mechanic object, it becomes this evil, aggressive Decepticon. And so that's something that took place in Episode 3, which was obviously inspired from Revenge of the Fallen. But the main thing that I want to talk about in this episode, that's Darkness Rising Part 3, is the characters. And we get to learn a lot more about the characters, and that goes for the human characters and the robot characters. It starts off with us seeing that the human characters establish a better relationship with their Autobot protectors. And with regards to their Autobot protectors, RC has a little bit of a bipolar attitude. Deep down inside, she's slowly developing this connection with Jack, but ultimately she is a hard warrior and is really passionate about avenging the unfortunate fate of Cliffjumper. As for Bulkhead, he is a gentle giant. And one thing I noticed about Bumblebee is that as the episodes go by, Bumblebee is kind of less dominant in this series compared to how he is in G1 and the movies. So that's something I really notice about those three characters. As for the humans, they're finally revealed to Agent Fowler, so that kind of complicates things a little bit. And I think that having a combination of humans in this series is a great thing. Because just like what I said about the movies, it gives us this audience connection with the story's universe. And one of the main themes about G1 Transformers is that the Autobots have always been the protectors of the humans. And this actually makes for some great action sequences in Transformers Prime, especially in Episode 3, because we have this great helicopter chase sequence between Agent Fowler's helicopter and Soundwave's micro-arms. And that scene was pretty awesome. The captivity of Agent Fowler was a bit of a surprise to me because I really thought that he was going to crack under pressure and give up the location of the Autobots. But after some electric prodding by Starscream, I was shocked to see that he remained honorable to his cause. No pun intended. And of course, later on in the episode, we are treated to some pretty badass action between Bulkhead and the Vehicons, and this was prompted by the recklessness of Miko. And it is a little bit annoying to have these kind of characters because they do slow down the actual mission and they don't follow orders. But you have to have these kind of cliche characters because their actions are always followed by some pretty cool action sequences. One thing about the humans is that they're constantly getting into trouble, thus making it harder for the Autobots to do their job. I'm not sure if I like that aspect about this episode, but I'm pretty sure that later on in the future episodes, we're going to see some sort of redeeming event. And finally, we get to see Optimus Prime and Megatron meet for the first time in this series. And we also get the introduction of Dark Energon. And just like the live-action films, Megatron uses the Dark Energon, just like the Allspark, to raise an army of robots to take over the planet. In this case, it is undead Cybertronians. And that's all I have to say in this review. So far, so good. We're halfway through the Darkness Rising mini-series, and I'm really curious about where this is gonna go. As always, if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button. If you want to see Episode 4 of Darkness Rising reviewed, hit that subscribe button. If you want to talk about Transformers Prime on Facebook, hit the like button on the Ragin Nation Facebook page, and if you have Twitter, follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.
That's a pretty good score. And they still have a whole bunch of Dark of the Moon stuff. Look at all this.